Today we're going to work on the letters I, J, and K. So I'm going to point to a letter and I'm going to tell you what sound that letter makes, and then I want you to try to make the same sound. I. I. Can you make that sound? I. I. J. J. Can you make that sound? J. K. 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 Can you make that sound? Okay, we're going to go a little bit faster. I'm going to point to each letter again and we'll make the sound one more time. I. J. K. I. J. K. Okay, now we're going to go kind of out of order so that we mix it up a little bit. Ready? K. I. J. I. K. K. J. I. Good job. Okay, so this is the letter I and it makes the sound I. This is the letter J and it makes the sound J. And this is the letter K and it makes the sound K. Good job. Let's look at the letter I first. So this is a big I and this is a little I. They sound the same. They both make the sound I. I. So this big I has one big line and two big lines that cross at the top and the bottom. And then this little I has just one little line and then it's topped with a dot. So they look different, but they both sound the same. I. I. Can you think of any words that start with the sound I? I can think of a few. How about igloo? Do you know what an igloo is? An igloo is a house where people live where it's really, really cold. It's a house made out of ice. Woo, I don't think I could live there because I don't like the cold very much. What other words can you say that start with the sound I? How about insect? Look, we even made this I look like a little insect. And we wrote the word up top. It says insect. And we underlined the letter I so we could recognize it a little bit better. But here's our insect. We have one big line down here, and then it's topped with a dot. So this is our small I. And then we have some legs here, and then his eyes on top. So remember, when you see the letter I, think I, igloo, or insect. Let's look at the letter J. This is a big J, and this is a little j. Do you remember what sound the J makes? J. J. Can you think of any words that start with this sound? How about jumping? Like jumping rope, or jumping jacks, or jumping like a frog. My little girl loves to jump like a frog. She does it all the time. She also loves to learn about jellyfish. So we made this J look like a jellyfish. How cool! His little top right here is going to be the line that we use for our J, and then he's got his little hook at the bottom with all his little tentacles. And we wrote the word jellyfish up top, and we underlined the letter J so that we could recognize it. So do you remember what sound the letter J makes? J, J, like jellyfish or jumping. So remember, when you see the letter J, big or small, think J, J. Now let's look at the letter K. This letter K makes the sound K, K. Can you make that sound? K, K. Yes, this is the big K and this is the small K. These actually look really similar. It's just one is big and one is little. So we call this one the big K and this one the little K. You'll see them both, and they both make the same sound. Like kick, or kangaroo, or a king. Have you ever seen a king before? Kings usually wear crowns on top of their head. So we made this K look like a king because we put a crown on top of his head. He's got some jewels on his crown, and we wrote out the word king. So remember, when you see the letter K, it makes the sound k, k. Great job. Can you find the letter K on this board? There's 4 letters on here. Which one is the letter K that makes the sound k? This one. Great job. Okay, now that you've got the hang of the game, we're going to add a few more letters. Okay, and we're looking for the letter I this time. The letter I that makes the sound I. Can you find it? Here it is, right here. And this letter I even looks like an iguana for iguana. Okay, now we're looking for the letter J. J. Can you find it on here? Here it is. And they made their letter J look like a jellyfish too. Great job. And let's find the letter K one more time. Can you find the letter K on the board now? Here it is. Great job. So let's review one more time. We have the letter I for I, the letter K for K, and the letter J for J. I, iguana, K, kangaroo, J, jellyfish. I, K, J. I, K, J. Great job. So remember, when you see the letter I, think insect. I, insect. When you see the letter J, think J, jellyfish. J, jellyfish. And when you see the letter K, think K, king. K, king. Great job.